If you're after a hot hatch, then there are loads of really famous names out there. The Seat Leon Cupra might not have quite the same heritage as something like, say, the Golf GTI, but it's hardly a left field choice. Now, what the Leon Cupra aims to do is be the consummate all-rounder. A riotous laugh if you want to put your foot down, but a composed and well-behaved companion the rest of the time. One of the first things to note about the Leon Cupra is that, unusually for a hot hatch, you get a choice of two power outputs. And both versions pull really strongly from low revs all the way up until that rev limiter kicks in. The most notable difference is that the higher powered version is that little bit more powerful when it comes to the middle and top end of the rev range, but to be honest, you won't notice that when it comes to everyday use. In both cases though, it is still a very fast car. You get to 60 miles an hour in just under 6 seconds. The steering is another strength as well. It's got a good amount of weight to it and it's very accurate when you chuck the Cupra around bends. You also get a differential on the front wheels, which basically helps stop the steering wheel from squirming around your hands when you put your foot down when you're coming out of a bend. Now you get the choice of a 6-speed manual or a Dsg gearbox like we've got in this car, and the Dsg is great if you're going to use the car around town a lot of times. It's very smooth and easy to use, but to be honest, it also robs the Cupra of a little bit of its flair, so we'd save the cash, and of the two, stick with the manual. Now the less powerful car also gets slightly smaller alloy wheels, which means that it rides that little bit better and there's a little bit less road noise when you come to higher speeds. So all round it is slightly the better bet. If you want an outrageous track car style interior, then the Leon Cupra is not really the car for you. It's all a bit familiar to the standard Leon in here. And if you want any more information on that as far as practicality is concerned, then check out the video on our full Seat Leon road test. There are a few key differences though. You get this flat-bottomed chunky steering wheel, you get Leon Cupra badging in a few places around the cabin, and you also get these sport seats. They are very supportive, but they don't encroach on the rear space any more than the standard versions. The other good upgrade is the kit. You get climate control, an upgraded media and sound system, and cruise control all included as standard. And that high level of kit means that the Leon Cupra is not the cheapest car in its class, but it is some way from being the most expensive as well. It sits somewhere slap bang in the middle, and that pretty much sums the Leon Cupra up. It is not as hardcore as some of the more extreme hot hatches, but it is much more fun than some of its more sedate rivals. It is a solid but entertaining all-rounder. For more information on the Seat Leon Cupra, search for Seat Leon Cupra on whatcar.com, and while you're here, click subscribe to check out the rest of our videos.